Hello and welcome to Grismus Lives, another cognitive tutorial about human health. Today's topic is the root cause of metabolic damage. At the end of this video you will get a very nice present, so stay with me and let's get started. Many people associate metabolic damage with weight gain or loss. Doctors blame it on hormonal disorder, age and stress, and they are absolutely right. However, sometimes they pass over the fact that it is metabolic damage that causes hormonal disorder and accelerates aging, and in fact it is responsible for absolutely every disease in your body. Our body is made of cells and subsequently every disease starts on cellular level. Let's examine metabolic damage by reviewing the metabolism of one cell only, and three different scenarios that can develop around it. Scenario number 1. To examine things better, imagine yourself as a cell of your own body living in the room. The walls of the room could be your cell walls, and you would have a door through which the food is passed by the food delivery service. Imagine that every day the car brings you a good quality food. You eat, repair your room walls and furniture, and produce energy. Part of this energy is used for your current metabolic processes, and the other part you save for later in the form of batteries that is in human body is called ATP. During this process, you also produce metabolic waste, the toxic end product of natural cellular metabolism. Let's depict this waste in the form of garbage bag on our picture. You, the cell, leave the garbage bag out next to the door. Luckily, there is another car coming to pick it up right away, and this cycle continues on and on. Scenario number 2. Now, imagine a scenario when the car brings too much of a natural food, which you cannot eat all yourself, and the body has to create new cells, fat cells, that will munch on the bigger amount of provision. If fat cells become too many, they will narrow the pathway to your door and the car will not be able to pass through to deliver new amount of food. All the food dedicated to you will be eaten by fat cells. They will be like parasites grasping all the necessary nutrients for your own functioning. An average person with normal weight has 1.32 gallons, 5 liters of blood. Although bigger people have more blood, the study shows that the more person is overweight, the less blood volume he or she has per 1 kilogram or pound of tissue. Whenever there is drought, part of the cells starve. This can perfectly explain why big people are always hungry. The nutrients never have a chance to get into their cells. Scenario number 3. Now imagine that the food that is brought to you is not that large in quantity, but it is too complicated to metabolize. The waste that you produce is much more than the garbage truck is able to pick up. Actually, only part of the garbage can be carried away. Over a long period of time, this extra garbage will accumulate and block the pathway to your door so that food delivery service will not be able to pass new provision to you. If the food is still somehow passed through, it might become contaminated by the garbage laying next to your doorway. This is not going to favor your metabolism either. Eventually, your doorway becomes so locked that you cannot even open the door. You are obliged to leave your waste inside the room. This will finally destroy your metabolism to the point of self-poisoning and death. Our cells suffer more or less from both types of metabolic damage. However, the first scenario is more common to people who eat huge amount of refined carbohydrates, and the second one is more common to dedicated meat eaters. I was inspired to use the above stated description of cellular metabolism after reading the book The Mucusless Diet Healing System by German naturopathic Dr. Arnold Ehret, who has healed himself from chronic nephritis by plant-based diet and fasting. Dr. Ehret explains that people who eat a lot of refined carbohydrates usually have more mechanical obstacles in the form of fat cells, whereas meat eaters have more barriers as chemical waste. What kind of chemical waste am I talking about is very clearly explained in my video, the link to which you will see right now, and I will also leave it in the description box below. Dr. Ehret believes that there is also a third factor taking place in damaging human metabolism, and that factor is mucus. According to Dr. Ehret, all types of cooked food are mucus-forming, especially dairy, meat, and refined carbohydrates. Cooked vegetables are less mucus-forming. Initially, mucus is produced in our intestines as human digestive tract tries to protect itself from a natural type of food. Later, it spreads in whole body including our lungs and becomes a nice platform for viruses and bacteria to thrive. Thus, mucus is responsible for many infectious and virus diseases we suffer from our early childhood. I personally believe that, due to the development of modern agriculture and food chemistry, few more toxins can be added to the list of ones mentioned above. And these are preservatives, taste amplifiers, food colorings, artificial sweeteners, as well as pesticides, herbicides, insecticides, and so on. Of course, the process of metabolic damage takes place slowly throughout our whole lives, but I think it is clear that it is originated by the quality and the quantity of the food we are eating rather than any other reason. I hope this information was helpful. If you want to lose weight and detoxify your body without counting calories and by eating delicious food prepared under 30 minutes, you should go to my website and do 1 week weight loss and detox diet plan, which is absolutely free of charge. Hurry up, it won't be free forever. The link to the website will appear on the screen now and in the description box below. Thank you and bye-bye.